All right. Here we are back again with another workout stream. Let's go, baby. All right. So a little late, I was trying to take care of some things, do some social media stuff I had to do, and then also update some things on Twitch. I am gonna run upstairs real quick because I forgot my water bottle, and then we will get going. So I'm just gonna crank the music here and let it rip. You're back. All right. I am back. Let's go, baby. Reach. My lord, I feel like there's just been so much stuff today, so much stuff that I need to get done. Here we are, though. Here we are. Let's see. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Alright, let's see. You know what? I think I'm just gonna get started on some warm-ups. We'll update the workout log as I get going. Alright. Kind of forgot that I filled it up to the very top there. Like, literally to the brim. Alright, well, I guess that woke me up a little bit. Let me see if I can find a towel real quick. Alright. You guys didn't see that. Nope, not at all. Not at all. I think our side angle is pretty good. Oh my god, man. I really poured it down the shirt. I am a hot mess today, apparently. Oh boy. Inside a hurricane. Let's go. Alright, only thing is, I need to do it feet up. We'll warm up with that set again. Just take a little bit to get all going here today. It's cold though. It is cold. And my phone's about to die. I'm in shambles right now. Alright, let's see here. Going through it. Yo, what's up, P? It is going pretty good. How are you? It's been like a jam-packed couple of hours. I'm like trying to squeeze in so much and then, get the workout in on time. As you can tell, I spilled. Doing well. Very good. Very good. Man, that thing is very obvious to tell. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Started Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom was 4 hours in, but put it aside for a month and I couldn't even remember how to play the game. That's funny. Yeah, I do be like that. Oh, hell yeah. The anonymous gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Look at you go there, P. You got yourself an anonymous gifted. I didn't see my See, this is the problem about I guess streaming on 2 different computers. Is like I'm pretty sure my my sub alert did not go off. Always seems like there is some new issue. Thank you again. But let's see, why is that, by the way? It says everything's okay, have fun. So, interesting. Keep losing your watch streak. Oh no! Hey, no! Well, we streamed pretty late in the evening one day, which I don't think is usually a good time for you. Like, I think that's probably like super early in the morning. For you when I'm streaming in the evening. Alright. I almost whacked my head there. Articar's right. All right. We are going 245 now. Yeah, Deload week, so relatively light. I have to calculate and see what the topic is for today. see here. Where is... I wonder if it's because I have... Oops. No, it should have worked. So what, we hit 287 for 7 last week. That was crazy. On the feet up. Wait here for this to finish and then swap. Swap to calculating what we got to do for today. All right, there we go. I need to check because this may be the last one. I'm assuming the Deload top set is probably right around 265. Oh, we have ascending sets too. That's right. So, yeah, yep. All right, 287. What did I do? I probably did do 270. So 250. Well, we'll just load that up. And I was right on. I was spot on. 265. Greetings from Brazil. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow, Vitor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Much appreciated. How are we doing today? Actually, what time is it there? What time is it in Brazil right now? All right. First ascending set here. Is that working properly too? Yeah, we're good. And so I still need to work on the updating the workout log. We're just like kind of rushing today. Yeah, so sets of 4, because yeah, perfect. Just dropping the rep scheme by 1 for the deload, and of course the weight. All right. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Well, that definitely chipped the heck out of that. That is unlucky. Yeah, they definitely got that pretty good. FML. Not my beautiful plates. All right. Man, it looks like it hasn't dried at all. Come on, man. All right, while we're waiting in between sets here, let's see here. We'll update the workout log. So, Bowscript Larson. As always, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to drop them in the chat. All right, now what's our back off weights here? It'll be 3, yeah. 3 sets of 6, 215. And then today is our weighted push-up day. Let's see, we have weighted push-up, modified pull-up, and preacher. We'll go machine, tricep extension, preacher curl. Yeah, sweating so hard. Oh man, crazy workout. I got the Mickey Mouse in the front. Not the drool. Not the drool. Yeah, we're going through it apparently. Oh. What is going on with my phone, man? Alright, we're about to hit this here top set. Although it should be pretty easy. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, workout stream a little bit later than usual. I was trying to get some social media out, and then also I was updating some things on Twitch. We're gonna got some new Twitch panels after the other day's fiasco. And I was like, you know what? Those panels do look really cheap. And I'm definitely in a position now that's like, okay, I can improve the overall, I guess, layout. Small things over time, right? I really want to get like one of those that's like, stream is starting in 5 minutes and 27 seconds, and it's like a cozy, you know, intro. I want to get that. That way, like when I'm setting things up, like obviously I have to do a lot of stuff with the lighting and all that. You know, there's like, I can get the stream started and people can start to roll in before I even really start my workout. Actually, I know somebody that I can ask that had one too. because that would be kind of new to me. A starting soon screen, yes. Yep. Yeah, just have stuff like that. It is cozy, right? It's like a small minor thing, but yeah. For me, it takes like 5 to 10 minutes to set things up. I think it'd be nice to just like start the stream, let people pop in, roll in, especially since it's not like it's always a range, right? Like my starting time for the workout streams is always a range, not a very, it just right now it can't be this, 12:30 those days every single day. So, all right, that was our top set. Yeah, pretty like easy. Obviously, it is Deload. It felt to be expected. What I expected out of it is about how it felt. Hiroshi, what fiasco? Oh, somebody really did not like my panels the other day. You know what? It actually it drew my attention to my panels, and I was like, oh my god, I've had those there forever, and they actually do like they just look kind of cheaper, right? So I was like, yeah, we're gonna update those. There's something that looks nicer. And actually, I've been rocking the, obviously I take advantage of the multi-streaming, and I have done literally absolutely nothing to the kick profile. That thing is like base profile. I should probably update that at some point. But of course, Twitch is the primary for me. Or what I would consider my primary. Always will be maybe, I have to say, there's always be a little bit more love. For now, at least. You are able to. And here's the deal, I used to, actually. There was an application process for Streamlabs where they were allowing people to be able to multi-stream off Streamlabs, but then it just never worked. Like it would restrict my access randomly. And I think that even though these like streaming platforms say you can multi-stream on TikTok, it causes a lot of issues. Like it just never wanted to work. And it actually was not like a TikTok issue, Like it wasn't an issue on TikTok restricting my access. It was like a Streamlabs thing. Because every time I would go onto like my, my TikTok app, and I could never find like any issues. It was always like a Streamlabs thing, so. In that scenario, I would have to download TikTok Studio and then like do the OBS for everything. And then like have to do the TikTok for just the TikTok, which we might eventually get around to doing. The problem is like I am right now streaming the workouts off of the laptop, and I think that it pulls like I'm kind of maxing out the capacity in terms of the performance, right? So once the computer is finally set up down here, that might be something that I actually do. But right now, I think we're kind of already capping out things as it is. But yeah, for now, it's been Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube for the heck of it. But yeah, I mean, the more the better, really, I think. You might as well, if it's allowed now. It's a laptop. It is a laptop. So yeah, I still need to finish the rest of the panels, but I started to work on them, and I kind of filled in the panels that I already had. But I do want to, I guess, have more panels than what I did before. Clean that up a bit more. Yeah. Although I think what would I even be missing from the ones that I had prior? I think I still had, I had the Instagram one, I had the YouTube one. Just kind of have everything kind of cleaned up a bit more. Because a lot of people will have like an About Me tab, but then they also have a schedule tab, whereas on my About Me, I kind of just include all of it. I don't know, whatever other random things, right? It's like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff that just as your average viewer, like you don't really think about until you're on the other end of it. And then you start to realize more stuff kind of matters a bit more. I'll put your OF on here. Yeah, true. There's actually, yeah, there's just been a few things that I think, like, now that there's more chatting going on, I've noticed too, it's like, it almost kind of feels more like Nightbot is kind of spamming the give the channel a follow thing, just because I'm getting more messages rolling in, and the frequency that it sends that is based on like the number of chats that I'm getting, right? And so I just feel like it seems like it's cluttering things up a bit more. So that's another thing that well, I think you could probably do it either or, right? You can have it be a timed thing. I think I have it on the number of chats, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Alright, we got one more bench press set, and then we need to get things going here. Where are we at? 37 minutes? Oh boy. We are moving slow today. That is a good reminder though. Definitely, I really need to get that burner PC rolling, so I can, just add another platform to the list. I think it was kind of hit or miss. When it was actually allowing me to consistently like do the TikTok lives, it was like good exposure, but when it was like sporadic, then I would almost get like, pretty much nothing. So I'd be interested to, put it back in the mix and see. It's always interesting to like kind of learn about that stuff and like, I don't know, algorithm and what platform seems to, I guess, give the most exposure for being getting started, I guess. Alright, last bench set. Alright, deload. So we will do the blue plate for the push-ups. How are we at with the angle here? Man, Vitor gave us the big 298. We are 2 away from 300. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. We had somebody before the workout stream. I wouldn't say right before, though, because I came home and was trying to get some posting done. Then I was trying to clean up the panels. I'm like, oh, man, like, we really got to get going here. What's the Twitch milestones that unlock stuff for you? I mean, I'm not sure that there's necessarily, like, anything I'm missing at this point. Like, once you hit affiliate, you should have, I guess, access to the majority of stuff. There might be some things that, that unlock with, like, partner, for example, but that's, you know, that would be way, way down the line. As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been anything on my end that I've went to try and go do that I couldn't do, I guess. If that makes more sense. Man, my phone, I am just in shambles today. Alright, let's get these push-ups in, baby. I do think that the weighted push-ups have been, in part, one of the key factors for bench starting to feel really good again. I do think that, like, in terms of, like, if we had to tier it, like, weighted dips would be, like, that very top tier, but I think a close second or underneath it, weighted push-ups. In terms of, like, accessory work that really carries over to, you know, bench press. No. See, this is why I usually just lay there. Because now it's flat. And now it's such a pain to try to get off the ground. Damn it. More bench. We're all done with the bench. We gotta literally drag it to the edge so that I can get underneath it. All done with the bench. Weighted push-ups are pretty good too, though. I need a charger down here. There's not enough USB ports in the laptop. Oh. Actually? I'll finish my push-ups and see. They might actually have the new USB port. Why do they swap ports around so often? Like, why do we need like 4 different USBs? Alright, let's get it. I'm gonna put my watch back on. I won't need the wrist wrap for anything else. Two more sets. 2 more. How is our angle? Hopefully it's not too shabby. I tried changing it before I started the push-ups. All right. Man, there's been like so many updates this week on stuff, guys. I'm like, man, what do I want to play? Yesterday, I slept really bad. And so, that's why I did not get a game stream in yesterday. It was really rough. I even tried laying down to take a nap. And I'm like, even if I don't take a nap, I'm still trying. Like, I'll waste the time. Which, I was right. I was indeed not able to take a nap. But I just didn't even care, right? Because right now I've kind of accepted the fact that, like, okay, I'm not even going to bother laying down because I know, like, it's like the thought of wasting time because I am not going to be successful in taking a nap. So I just, like, kind of roll with it. But yesterday was so bad that I'm like, I'm going to at least try. So yeah, we got no game streaming yesterday. But man, you know, like that Neverness to Everness game that we played the other night. There was the Chaos Zero Nightmare update, half anniversary, Wuthering Waves update last night. Oh boy. And so much going on, so little time. Or so much gaming, so little time. True. And, you know, that Scars of Honor playtest started today. I did not get access. That being said, they're rolling out access in waves, so maybe I can luck out in the next couple of days. Because that's what I would actually really, man, I could deep dive. I could really go degen for a few days on a new MMO playtest. Oh. Yeah, no luck. I don't know if you checked on your end, Neuroji, to see if you got into it. Because I think you requested access, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, pull-ups first. Pull-ups first. Scars of Honor. Interesting. I'm always hesitant with free-to-play games that they're going to be pay to win. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we'll see. They've really preached, no pay to win, as they always do. The bots is the other problem, man. I don't know why we got away from just having box price, MMOs, right? So that the entry is that you at least buy the game. It's just like, you'll still have some bots, right? You'll have people that are willing to pay the money to buy, access and still bot. But it drastically cuts down on them, right? It's just better for everybody, especially if there is trading, and player economy. Why? You could literally set it to $25 and it would still bar, I would say, a pretty decent amount of bots. There might be some here and there, but not nearly as bad. Would I rather put out the fire on a 4-story building or a 2-story building? It's gonna be a lot easier to manage the bots if there's way less, You could give somebody a full-time job of freaking managing bots on free-to-play games. And there'd still be tons, rolling around. I don't know. It's just it seems like we got away from what very easily worked. I mean, box price at a minimum, right? I mean, I can understand the box price plus sub thing, right? There's I'd say there's some fair argument there. But I feel like most people should just easily be able to see the benefit of at least having a box price versus the game being completely, free to play. Well, I don't know. I mean, I would think that would be what people would think would be the case. But look at all the MMOs that have dropped as of recent, right? That are free to play. They eventually, hit a hard dive, right? They die. They pretty much die. So you're essentially, yeah, you're probably making more at the very initial. But it's going to be short-lived, right? Nobody wants to play those types of games. Nobody wants a bunch of bots rolling around in their game, ruining the economy, making it to where it would be a minimum wage, somebody that worked a minimum wage job would still be better off just working a shift and just buying the gold from a freaking RMT seller than playing the game. Because then the free-to-plays are usually super grindy too. If you aren't, you know, I guess pay-to-winning. And then people, you know, I don't know. Once you realize it's an uphill battle where the hill never stops, and that thing has a crazy incline, most people are just going to quit the game. Like, Throne and Liberty was, I guess at launch, it still had a lot of work that needed to be done, but it ended up being a pretty decent game by the time I quit, but I just, like, got tired of, you know. Lost Ark was giga grindy, and you still had to pay to win to keep up. If you wanted to be really at the top. I always was able to stay current with the content, but I also have so many hours in that game, it's insane. I was playing that game way too much for my own good. And I was one that stuck around for quite a long time, right? Most, like all of my friends quit way before I did, right? Which I would say would be more of the, I wouldn't say they're average gamers, right? They can grind, but I think, yeah, you know, people can only take so much. And there was a lot of bots on Lost Ark. That is the direct compare. When I think, you know, when I'm trying to, you know, I guess make a point, it's me literally like Lost Ark, bots is everywhere. Free to play game. And yes, I would have probably been better off working shifts at McDonald's and buying gold from RMT than playing that game. Literally. Favorite Madonna song? Hey, listen, I don't listen to that stuff, man. I don't listen to that stuff. No, sir. Hey, refurbish my gym and now I can't stretch my arms out properly on the pec fly machine. Oh no. First world problems. Many stories of financial people at companies making the decisions for game developers even if it ends up destroying the game. Yeah, the problem there is they want return on investment immediately. That's the biggest problem. Investors and financial people are not gamers, right? Like, for some reason, like, over and over again, I don't know how many times it takes, if they treat it like that, then it will always be short-lived. It will always be short-lived. I used to love that machine, now what do I do? First world problems. Waylon, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Alright, let me go ahead. Just because for some reason I don't think this works for me on OBS. A Gooch Squad? Huh? That's my guy there. Alright, shout out to Quaylin. Thank you for the raid. Make sure to give him a nice follow. Oh no, you guys are invading my home gym. Who let you guys in here? Welcome in again, guys. Thank you for the raid. Make sure to give Quaylin a follow as well. If I am butchering the pronunciation on that, you just let me know. We are yapping about MMORPGs and yeah, working out. Let's see, let's modify the side view. Since we're gonna do a little bit of machine work now. And that should be pretty good. How are we looking from the side? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'll just move that over. Was Quaylin streaming some working out? What was on the agenda today? What was on the agenda? Alright, so let's see. Strike attention. We're on Deload week, so we'll probably put it. And let's see how this feels. Nice elevator pitch, you know. Welcome in all things fitness, powerlifting, pain, injury, rehab related topics. Since I am like a sports chiropractor, rehab chiropractor, however you want to put it. And then occasionally I'll do some game streams to fill in the schedule when I can. That is the pitch. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Been doing it for well, I guess it depends on what I'm talking about. In terms of working out and fitness, it's like 10 plus years of experience. Powerlifting specifically, fitness as a generalist, I guess. So a lot of skin in the game, I suppose, and then of course the medical training background, as well as the exercise and movement science degree. So definitely been a big part of my life. So that's why I stream it, right? Might inspire somebody to take action or just give very, I think nowadays with social media, there's a lot of noise, right? There's a lot of stuff that you can hear, especially about fitness. That makes it very confusing because a lot of times it's conflicting or it's not very tailored to the individual. So, giving sound advice is a goal, right? So, inspire, motivate, and then educate are definitely like my big threes in terms of what I tried to give out on the workout streams. And then just have some fun in the meantime, right? Oh no, here we go again with the with the guild leader accusations. Let's not scare off anybody quite yet. Too soon, too soon. Yeah, we're on deload this week on my end. Last week was a very good last week of the training block. Kind of came out of nowhere. Because like week 2, week 3, it was like a little rough, a little shaky, but we pulled out pretty good last week. With honestly all lifts. All lifts ended up going very, very good. But bench press was like all bench press sessions last week were super amazing for sure. Very, yeah. Hopefully I can keep riding on that wave because I am very excited if we can keep that sort of energy. Hitting myself in the nose. Alright, now we get to do some preacher curls and things out. A little arm pump for us here at the very end. Oh boy. Of course, if anybody has any questions, comments, suggestions, drop them in the chat. As always, no such thing as a bad question. Never, never, never. All right. Man, Zero really knows everyone out here, huh? Zero knows them all. Alright, so looking at the profile here, Quaylin working out, and wow, huh? Make sure to give him a little follow there. Myself. Very cool, very cool. World of Warcraft, huh? He's a musical theater nerd too? Well, apparently he's also a WoW nerd too. Oh no, not the WoW players. We like to joke around about that around here, you know. Generally, I'm outnumbered. It's all fun, right? That being said, the expansion did seem to have overall, I would say, pretty positive from what I've seen of it so far. So it sounds like they've had a W expansion. Oh, we're gonna go lower. Oh yeah, definitely need to go lower. Oh yeah, that was all the way down there for preachers at least. You met him through his wild streams. Nice. Very nice, very nice. I don't know, is there just a lot of crossover between WoW and like and fitness streamers, or and then like also viewer wise, like I feel like a lot of you guys that have like popped in over time have like mentioned that you play WoW, albeit, you know, whether it's casually or, you know, pretty hardcore. There kind of is, yeah. I mean, it's just what it seems like. Gotta tell them to never raid you again since you hate WoW so much. Rip. Rip. Like I said, like, it looks like they finally, you know, they're having a good expansion. I'll give them that, right? I'm not a hater. It's more so that I've been burned enough times to know to not put my hand on the stove again. How's that? There's another watching follow that's live right now for a natural qualified bodybuilder. That's 2 out of 10. Well, who are you talking about, Slowpokes? Is that like, are you talking about Vajira? Because he might be live right now, too. But yeah. I mean, I guess that's probably where it all started, right? Vajira's like... Oh, not but... Okay, I gotcha. Oops, what do we got going on here? Yeah, maybe there is quite a bit of crossover then. So I would say kind of both, right? like streamers that cover both like fitness and then World of Warcraft. But also, I've just noticed in terms of like the viewership, right? You guys that I guess probably found me on the fitness and health category are also interested in World of Warcraft. Yeah, no World of Warcraft on my end. I'm not that down bad. Not right now, at least. Not enough jiggle physics and WoW for him. True. Come on, man. Where's the 2026 standards, man? Bruh, I told you I do not put money into those gacha games. Like, it just is what it is, man. I like the free-to-play experience for the most part. Like I said, every once in a while, there's one here and there at the launch of the game. Maybe I'll get a battle pass. Maybe I'll do a little 10. Nothing too crazy though. I don't want to act like a fraud out here where it's like I'm F2P every single game, but I feel like if there's a game that I like, really, quite a bit, I'll support him a little bit. If I played WoW, what class would I be? Well, who is right? Who is right? Oh no, you guys would hunt me down? That's crazy. You think Warrior or Pally, huh? Maybe DK. Now, historically, right? Seasons of Discovery, it was Rogue. And I think throughout my World of Warcraft, there was probably a few other instances where I played Rogue. I remember the expansion where, like, Outlaw came out. I played that. I played Rogue in that one. But then Hunter is correct. Hunter is correct, but that was way early, right? Like, we're talking, like, base game into, I don't know, Burning Crusade. I don't know if it's really beyond that, but yeah. I mean, it just is what it is, man. Like, Hunter is just pretty sick. No monk. Hunter that didn't control his pet and pulled the whole dungeon. Plays Hunter and uses the one button assist. That's crazy. You can't pull that on me. That is my joke. Only I can joke about the one button assist. I don't play World of Warcraft. If you would even call it playing anymore, all you have to do is press one button. I could probably simultaneously do dungeons and still play my mobile games at the exact same time. It's basically a mobile game at that point. Nowadays, though, like, if I were to play WoW again, though, I think it would be different. And I wonder what class I would play. I think Monk was a pretty good guess, actually. But Gnome, I don't know about Gnome. I think I would have to rock the Panda, no? How is Monk in the new expansion? How is Monk? I say that, but Shaman also would probably hit. I think I'm having recall bias. Okay, here's the deal. In Shadowlands, I played Druid. I remember that because I could not believe for the longest time this was the one that I didn't go. Invoke the Spirits was busted, absolutely busted, and I went one of the other things, and I was like, I'm not even gonna change because there's no way that it does not get nerfed, and it never got nerfed. I mean, I guess for the duration that I played, I don't know beyond that. And I also played Shaman. My ult was a Shaman, if I'm remembering correctly, finally. So I think nowadays, what would probably seem interesting for me would be Monk or probably potentially Shaman. Enhancement Shaman, I remember, like, my older brother, I would maybe have to, like, take his spot for something on occasion when he was doing BGs. Enhanced Shaman was, like, so fun. And, that had to have been, like, the Burning Crusade days. I don't know, when Enhancement Shaman is good, it's fun. It is so fun. You do a female J9, whatever class has the same piece of armor? No. I think we're cleaned up there. Cleaned up over there. I'm gonna move this back over. That's crazy. Alright, you heard it here, folks. Take notes. Orc female. And orc female orc, huh? Double the orc. You know what? I thought I was tired. Off with a shirt, that's a deal. You're a vegan happy meal. Are playing the sound. Off with the shirt. Oh no. There you have it. You got your blurps finally. Do we think that volume level was too loud, appropriate, or quiet? Because that, now that it's fixed, right? Boys think she's a spy. She's got better dance eyes. What do you think? What's the volume levels on that? Oh, now we got a real party in here, huh? You know what? I think I'll just tune it down just a smidge, just to play it safe. I don't know if I can trust you guys. Alright guys, well we are going to get wrapped up here pretty shortly. So, if you have any last minute questions, comments, suggestions, burning thoughts, drop them in the chat. I know we were just having such a lovely conversation about World of Warcraft. The plan is... Man, I don't know. Can't believe it's already 2 o'clock my time. I had a client earlier, and then I was trying to like do some social media, and then I was like trying to fix some panels, and I still have to work more on the panels.
Surprise,
So I'm hoping to get a game stream in tonight. And within, if I'm gonna do it, it would probably be fairly soon. But it's not going to be immediately after, I guess. The TLDR, it's not going to be immediately after. I'm hoping I can be super productive and then do a game stream. Because, man, like I said, there's so many freaking updates that came out this week. It's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, I did not get into the Scars of Honor playtest. But, like I said, it seems like we're rolling it out like every day, like more and more access. Hopefully I'm on the sooner end, you know, preferably. I don't know if you know Celia Black? No. Yeah, I guess what Slowpoke said. I won't be the one to say it. Alright guys, well, thanks for popping in, hanging out for the workout stream. As always, couldn't do without all you guys, so thanks for the support, the chatting. Thanks for the raid today by Quaylin, much appreciated. Hope to see you guys in, again sometime. Always good to get some more peeps in, hang out, talk about working out, and, whatever else. Metal pipe falling, man. Arnicar is going to just be having too much fun with that, huh? So, thanks again. Hope to see you guys in soon. The workout schedule, stream-wise, is Monday, Thursday, Saturday, right around roughly the same time as what we started today. For me, it's usually like 12 p.m. CST, right around noon, but that could certainly vary, depending where you're tuning in from. And then, like, the game streams, kind of just fill in the blanks when I can. That's pretty much, I guess the best way to put it. But we are planning to try to get one in fairly shortly. Probably within 30-45 minutes, I'll go live again. I don't know. Neverness to Everness, Chaos Zero Nightmare, Wuthering Waves, they all have, either launched or had updates this week. So, literally, there's just so many. I don't know what to choose. It's a good year. It's a good year to be a gamer, Have a nice day. Appreciate that. Hope to see you in shortly. Yeah, if I don't see you guys in for some games later, see you on Thursday for the next workout stream. Anonymous gifted. Thank you. Much appreciated. Alright, guys. Hope to see you in a little bit. Peace.